Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and thought, why do I look so tired today even though I actually feel great? Maybe it's not your face, maybe it's the blouse you're wearing. You see, clothes carry energy. The right blouse can lift your face, brighten your posture, and even change how confident you feel when you walk into a room. But the wrong one, it can quietly drain your sparkle, even if everything else about you is glowing. Hi ladies, and welcome to Chic Over 60, the place where we celebrate timeless style, confidence, and beauty that only gets better with age. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found this little corner of YouTube. This is where we talk about real fashion for real women, not fast trends, but thoughtful style choices that make you feel beautiful in your own skin. And today we're diving into something that seems small, but can completely change the way you look: the blouse. Yes, that one piece we all have hanging in our closet. The one that can either flatter your figure and make you glow, or add 10 years without you realizing it. As a stylist who's worked with countless women over 50, I've seen this transformation again and again. Sometimes it's not about buying a whole new wardrobe, it's about understanding why certain cuts, colors, or fabrics work for you, and why some quietly don't. So stay with me until the end of this video, because I'll not only show you the most common blouse mistakes that can age you, but I'll also share a personal story and a simple secret that will help you feel instantly more polished, youthful, and radiant. And if you love fashion that feels elegant, confident, and real, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join our beautiful community here at Chic Over 60. Because style doesn't have an age limit, and neither does confidence. You know, I've noticed something over the years, especially among women in their 60s and beyond. We don't stop loving fashion, we just start dressing from a place of comfort, and sometimes that comfort quietly hides our beauty. Let's talk about that, my friend. You see, many women tell me, I just want to cover up what I don't like. And that's where the first little trap begins: oversized blouses. They feel safe, like a soft blanket you can hide behind. But here's the truth: when your blouse has no shape, it hides more than your body, it hides you. Loose, boxy fabrics blur your natural lines and make your posture collapse a little. But the moment you put on something gently structured, a blouse that skims, not squeezes, something shifts. Your shoulders pull back, your waist reappears. You don't just look more confident, you feel it. I'll never forget a woman named Linda. She came to one of my workshops at 68. She'd recently lost her husband and said, I haven't bought new clothes in 10 years. We found her a soft blue blouse, light tailoring at the waist, just enough curve to echo her shape. When she looked in the mirror, she smiled and whispered, I finally recognize myself again. That's the magic of fit, not youth recognition. Now let's talk about something hiding quietly in many closets: old prints. Those tiny florals, busy plaids. The ones that feel like they belong to another decade. You might keep them because of memories, a trip, a dinner, a loved one who once said you looked pretty in it. And that's beautiful. But memories don't have to live on your body, they can live in your heart. Modern prints have space to breathe. Large, graceful florals, clean geometrics, or maybe no print at all, just one radiant color that lights up your skin. A deep sapphire blue can bring life to your eyes. A soft olive green feels grounded yet elegant. And that wine red tone, oh, it makes every woman glow. Sometimes the most powerful pattern is confidence in a single color. And speaking of balance, let's talk about the neckline, that frame for your face. So many blouses today come with bows, ruffles, high collars, layers upon layers of fabric. They look romantic on the hanger, but once you put them on, they steal attention away from where it belongs: you. Your face should always be the star of the show. A simple V-neck opens the space and elongates your neck. A scoop or boat neck softens the shoulders and brightens your smile. If you love detail, choose something subtle: a soft drape, a delicate pleat, or a tiny keyhole. The goal isn't to decorate your neckline, it's to highlight your natural elegance. And trust me, when you get that balance right, people notice your energy, not your outfit. Now sleeves, oh, the misunderstood detail. Cap sleeves. Those tiny half-moon cuts that stop right at the widest part of your arm, they rarely do us any favors. They can make even slender arms look broader and feel stiff. Instead, think about movement. A flutter sleeve that dances when you move, or a three-quarter length that draws the eye to your wrist, one of the most graceful parts of the body. It's amazing how such a small change can transform how light and graceful you appear. I once met a woman at an art gallery opening, elegant silver hair, beautiful smile. But her blouse had short, stiff sleeves that made her look tense. We talked and she laughed, saying, "I loved this blouse 10 years ago, but it feels different now." A few weeks later, she wrote to me she'd switched to soft kimono-style sleeves, and everyone at her granddaughter's birthday said she looked radiant and relaxed. Not younger, just at ease. And that brings me to fabric, perhaps the most underestimated detail of all. Some fabrics look luxurious on a hanger but turn into trouble when worn. Sheer materials can reveal more than you want, and clingy jerseys can hug in the wrong places. You deserve fabrics that flow with you, not against you. Look for breathable blends, cotton with a bit of drape, linen that softens with time, or a matte silk that glides across your skin. Matte, by the way, is a quiet secret weapon. It absorbs light instead of reflecting it, smoothing the complexion and making every color look richer. And if you adore those light, airy blouses, just layer a simple nude cami underneath, invisible, comfortable, and polished. The goal is to feel effortless, not anxious about what might be showing. Then there's the temptation of detail, sequins, studs, shiny buttons. They sparkle in the store, but once you're home, they often fight for attention. Every outfit needs a focal point, and it should always lead to your face. So if your blouse is doing all the talking, no one will hear you. Keep it simple. One elegant feature is all you need: a row of pearl buttons, a touch of lace at the cuff, maybe delicate embroidery on the collar. Less is not boring, less is refined. I remember a client who adored glitter. She wore a sequined blouse to every party. One day I gently suggested she try a white satin blouse with a single gold pendant instead. When she walked into the next event, a friend told her, "You look glowing, not glittery." She laughed and said, "That's the best compliment I've ever had." And finally, let's talk about proportion, the length of your blouse. We often overlook how something as simple as hemline can change everything. Too long and it hides your shape. Too short and it cuts your body in half. Aim for that sweet spot around mid-hip. It gives you coverage, but it also keeps your proportions balanced. A curved hemline or a soft front tuck adds movement, creates shape, and elongates the legs. If you're petite, skip the long tunics. They can overwhelm your frame. Instead, try blouses that end slightly below the hip with a subtle side split. They create the illusion of length and grace. These adjustments may seem small, but together they make an extraordinary difference. Because, my friend, style isn't about pretending to be younger. It's about reflecting who you truly are: confident, vibrant, and full of life. And every time you choose a blouse that celebrates your shape, your color, your comfort, you're not just getting dressed, you're affirming yourself. I've seen it happen so many times. A woman walks in feeling invisible, tugging at her clothes. Then she slips into something that fits, flatters, and moves with her, and suddenly she stands taller, her eyes bright, and she laughs easier. That moment, that spark, that's why I love what I do. Fashion after 60 isn't about rules. It's about rediscovering joy in colors that light you up, fabrics that feel like freedom, and silhouettes that remind you how beautiful confidence can look. So the next time you open your closet, pause for a moment, touch the fabrics, look at the patterns, ask yourself, does this bring out my light or does it dim it? If it doesn't make you feel like you, let it go. Because you deserve pieces that make you come alive every single day. Trust me. My friend, when you find those pieces, you won't just look chic over 60. You'll feel wonderfully, beautifully alive. You know, when we look back at everything we've talked about, it's really not just about blouses, is it? It's about how little details can change how we feel in our own skin. Because after 60, style isn't about hiding your age, it's about owning it beautifully. We've all made those small mistakes, wearing something too boxy, too busy, too shiny, or simply too old to represent who we are today. But here's the good news: you can change your look without changing yourself. Sometimes it's as easy as softening a fabric, simplifying a neckline, or choosing a color that lets your eyes shine a little brighter. The moment you do, something shifts inside. You stop dressing to disappear and start dressing to be seen. And that's the real power of fashion, not to impress, but to express. So, as you open your closet tomorrow morning, I want you to remember this. Your clothes should celebrate the woman you've become: wise, radiant, and beautifully imperfect. Every wrinkle tells a story, my friend, but your blouse should tell the world that you're still radiant, still confident, and still beautifully you. If today's conversation touched your heart or gave you a spark of inspiration, please give this video a gentle like, share it with a friend who deserves to feel just as beautiful. And don't forget to subscribe to our growing community here at Chic Over 60. Because here we believe that true style has no age, only elegance, confidence, and joy. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. And until next time, stay stylish, stay confident, and stay chic over 60.